It's Thursday. You know what time it is. Time for the hottest podcast on the planet, Beyond the Barricade, with your host, Dollar Bill, the cleaner, and the brain. Let's get started.
Okay.
Gentlemen, welcome back.
Wow. A nice new year, and brain already froze. That's sweet. You're cold outside right now.
New year, same tech problems.
Vince is still fucking with us.
Of course. Even though you're tired, you're still fucking with us.
Now, which one, Russo or McMahon?
Yes.
That's the answer to the question. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have a special guest with us tonight.
Yes, please introduce
There's the All-Pro original, Kane Angel. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you guys for having me. You know what they say, a long time listener, first time whatever.
Yeah.
What's the old side? Yeah.
No, long time caller. No, long time listener.
First time caller. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was something like that. Well, thanks for having me, guys, and I'm glad to be on the first one of 2024, and actually my first podcast ever.
Woohoo!
Ah, nice.
Thank you.
Best place to pop your cherry, brother.
Someone's
Thank
popping
you.
a cherry. Someone's popping a cherry. All right.
So tonight we are talking about the king of the indie promotions, the one who led the indie revolution, Jersey All-Pro Wrestling.
Go figure.
Just a little promotion that started in a little town in New Jersey called Bayonne.
No,
And
technically, if you want to get technical, before that, the first JAP show was in Lake Hiawatha. It's at Gino Caruso's, which everybody was running out to Gino's at the time. And then we found our niche in Bayonne, which was awesome. And what's weird is, what people may not know, is by the time JAP came to Bayonne, that was already the third show, but the first show for Bayonne, if that makes any sense.
It does.
Because the second show was in Hackettstown. The second JP show was in Hackettstown. Yeah. It was like a roller rink or something, roller skating rink.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
I always knew it from being in Bayonne.
Same
Charity Hall.
That, the Charity Hall debut show had 13 matches on. And the two shows before that only had 6. With only 6 matches on each building. So we just did double what they reviewed. And people didn't get bored of it. They were there for God knows how many hours and watching 13 matches. And that's like 1997.
97?
Yeah, it was actually. Let's see if I get my notes.
Oh my God.
July 25th, 1997.
And wasn't that you guys were working with ECW at the time, right?
Yeah, because we went to the first anniversary. We went to the first anniversary for JP in Newark. We had everybody. Everybody was on there. Tommy Dreamer, New Jack, the Dudleys, Rob Van Dam. Everybody was on the card. I mean, matter of fact, you can find the first year anniversary, for sale.
I actually have the wiki page up for Jersey All-Pro. You had some serious names at that show in Newark.
For the thing, I believe the was on it too. Stone Cold Steve Austin was there.
Yep. Paul Heyman.
Yeah, Paul Heyman. It was like it would be easy to say who we didn't have, and it would be a shorter list.
So you're telling me Steve Austin worked a Jersey All-Pro show?
Not wrestled it though, but he was there. It was like an all-day thing.
Okay, yeah.
It was like a convention, meet and greets, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Steve Austin was there. Yeah, he was there.
And so was he Stone Cold or was he
Yeah, it was 1987.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he wasn't the ringmaster long.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he wasn't ringmaster for long.
Yeah, so it was right after that. I mean, if you look at the date, it is July. So it's like, I want to say probably before the King of the Ring when he 316 gimmick.
Mhm.
He won the whole King of the Ring. If you guys remember that. And he did the 316 Austin just whoop your ass.
Wow.
So it was either before that or it was after that. I don't know when they did the Royal Rumble, but it was around that time. That's
Yeah.
the Royal Rumble, the King of the Ring.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah, you had, of course, you had your homegrown talent.
So yeah, from the school, and Magic was
Yeah.
he was an awesome
You
trainer at the
Homicide.
school. You know, Magic trained Ivan. I don't know if you guys know Crazy Ivan.
Mhm.
Crazy Ivan trained people there. Hell, even my brother Gino used to train people there. It was like a lot. It was like a lot of people. Like if Homicide was there, he would train. You know, Moff, and there was anybody that walked through trained these guys.
Mhm.
And yeah, Jay Lethal honestly was basically homegrown talent.
Damn.
You know, it's awesome to see what Jay Lethal has become today. You know,
That's
it's like
insane.
cool.
No, seriously, that's some like history even I never knew about.
Yeah,
Shit.
same here.
Yeah,
Damn.
Same with me as well.
I don't know if you guys remember Bobcat. She
Mhm.
was one of the Godfather's hoes, and I think she wound up like marrying out Snowhead or something. She used to train at the JV school too. She used to train there also as well. Yeah, so I thought it would be easier for me to tell you who did it. The list would be
Yeah.
shown up who didn't walk through there halls.
Wow.
Oh.
Even when Ring of Honor first started, they rated the JP and practically grabbed like almost everybody over there. What I like is that at least they changed some of the names and the gimmicks of some of the guys. So it wasn't the same like JP, you know? Like when they had
Yeah.
like Jay Lethal, Dixie, Azrael, all those guys, they gave them like a rave gimmick, special K gimmick, which I thought was kind of cool. So it was like, okay, we're doing this with them here in Ring of Honor, and you guys are doing this with them in JP. So it wasn't the same thing. It wasn't like fans could be like, oh, why should I go see them in Ring of Honor if they're doing the same thing in Jersey Opera?
Mhm.
See, that's what people don't understand. That's what promoters don't get. It's like, all right, you build a name for yourself. I understand that. But it's like, you know, why would I want to go see somebody if I can see them on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? And it's like, I can see them doing the same thing. You know, this day and age, no one's going to spend money on all three shows. They're just going to go to the show where you're wrestling the best opponent. Like if Homicide's wrestling Friday and say he's wrestling Loki. And then say on Saturday he's wrestling a broomstick. And then on Sunday he's wrestling a piece of paper. Which one are you going to go to? You're going to go to where he's wrestling Loki at.
Mhm.
You know? But like I said, it's just common sense.
Mhm.
I don't know. Is it me or is Kane's audio really choppy?
It's coming in
Really?
choppy
Yeah.
like that. But
How about now?
That
much better.
yeah, that just
Much better.
fixed it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Cool,
like
cool, cool.
yeah, that was weird. I think I smacked.
Yeah, that
it
was
up
kind of
for a
strange.
second. Like, sure, you got work. And Vince,
But,
go
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean, Jersey All Pro has had a varied and storied history.
Mhm.
Yeah, most
They've
people
had
know
some
about it.
seriously strong talent come out of Jersey All Pro.
Definitely.
countless.
Like I said, I'm proud of everybody that came out of there and busted their ass out of Bayonne, Rahway, you know, Jersey City, everywhere. Yep. Proud of everybody that came out of JAP.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to, if somebody said to you, show my friend one thing that encapsulates Jersey All Pro, what
good question.
moment or match would you show them?
To be good to make them a fan of Jersey All Pro.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah,
that or just like you want to show them the history of Jersey All Pro and you want to show them like one moment or one match that truly emphasizes what Jersey All Pro is all about.
Homicide versus Terry Funk.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. And Funk and
Yes.
Homicide. Homicide versus Terry Funk.
That is an absolute banger.
Yeah.
Literally.
That
Like,
one
bang all
definitely
that
lived,
face down.
lived up to the name Blood is Better.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
That was such an interesting logo.
But I mean,
not logo, motto.
Just the insane amount of stars that ended up coming out of Jersey All Pro. Whether they were there for one show or they were there for years and then came out and made it to the big times. It's just insane.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys.
I mean,
really
no.
do
How awesome was it looking at Loki getting his like first starting, and then you see him like in WWE and Impact, and you're like, shit.
Impact.
Wow,
Mhm.
I saw Loki. I saw Loki live. And those fans could tell each other, I saw him when he was just this. I
Mhm.
saw him when he was just starting, and it was like, yeah.
I can name
And like all those guys I was
right
happy
off the
for.
bat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can name two guys right off the bat that are absolutely killing it in AEW
time.
right now.
Mhm.
Yep.
Jay Lethal
I said.
Oh
all
yeah,
the time.
we just talked about that.
Yep.
and Eddie Kingston.
Yep.
And if you want to get technical, Sunday Dutt, because Sunday Dutt came through JAP a
Yes.
bunch of
Oh
times.
yes, that's true.
That's right.
What was
Sunday
his
Dutt came through
name?
JAP a bunch of times.
He had another name on the Indies that I forgot what it was. He used it in Ring of Honor, I think. Oh, it was like some like rap name.
Oh really? Because I just always remember him as Sunday Dutt.
No,
So I'm
he
like,
had
did he use it?
another name that like I think of because he's so good. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay, cool.
Hope it's not someone lame like DJ Sanjay or DJ Dutt.
There's Swag Dutt, and Monster J.
Monster. Okay, Matt's remember Monster J. I actually remember that.
Hold on,
one.
let me look at his cage match because I remember it being there was another one that was so like stupid, but no, yeah, he's a good dude, and like
Yeah, look,
influential.
Sanjay,
in-
awesome, cool dude, awesome guy.
and he's like influential in that like that whole Northeast
I got
tag
it.
team.
What you got?
Swag Dutt.
Really?
Swaggy,
hell?
I think he used like Swaggy D.
WAGG Dutt.
Yeah,
Swag?
he
Swag.
he
You know,
used
like
like
swing?
Swaggy, like in TNA for like
Swing.
a couple of matches, like Swaggy.
Oh really?
D,
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's Swaggy and Scooby. Okay, we get it.
Mhm.
Raggy.
Whoa. That's just funny as hell.
So
But let's
yeah,
look
like
at
with
these
Jersey
guys.
All Pro, they have to be known for like one of those like first companies that was like truly like working with other companies. Because over the course of the history,
we've done.
working with the
We've
NWA,
done.
TNA, Ring of Honor, ECW, and even as recent in the end with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah,
Like-
and don't forget we work with Chikara as well. We work with Chikara.
Yes.
We worked with Warriors of Wrestling. We worked with BWS. We were in Rahway.
Yeah.
We worked. Like I said, we worked with a lot of people. And
So-
I'd like to. I like to believe that we honestly, like not bragging about it, but just saying that we hold the record in that.
Yeah. With as many companies.
We even did shows for Impact. Like I don't know if you guys remember those shows in Rahway. JP was hosting those Impact shows. Yeah, we were hosting those Impact shows.
I do remember that.
Yeah, so like I said, it was a lot.
Because I remember 2005, I think it was, maybe 2006, watching Monday Night Raw and then seeing commercials for Jersey All Pro, and I specifically remember one of the like advertised like talents was NWA champion Christian Cage, which was so cool, and like that was my first knowledge
introduction.
Yeah, introduction. That's the word I'm looking for to Jersey All
Mhm.
Pro was seeing those commercials, and like
Yeah.
I wish like my grandfather was alive at that time because I would have took him to the shows, especially at Charity Hall.
Oh God, yes.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like
He would have loved him.
knowing
I mean, he
that,
would have got bled. He probably would have like somebody
oh
would have
no,
probably crashed into him through the
oh, he
railing,
would have
but
loved
he would
it.
have loved
Yeah,
it.
pretty much. Oh
He
yeah.
would have loved it because I still remember at that time, like he was telling, and like mind you, this is like ruthless aggression era, so like the wrestling is like still pretty decent on WWE, and he was telling me, "Oh, they talk too much. They talk too much. I want the fighting." If I would have
Yeah.
known, like we could have went like 20 blocks from our house to go to Charity Hall and see Jersey All Pro Wrestling, and especially the young stars of like 10, 15 years from now, like
Yeah.
just to
Before
see
they
them,
became famous. Yep.
yeah, in a
Yeah.
what is now a liquor store. Like
Yeah, I saw that.
would-
Someone sent me the picture of that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
drive by it so often.
And now it's right next to a quick check.
Yes.
That's been there. Yeah.
Oh, the quick check is still there, right?
Yo, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's always been there.
Oh, okay. At least
Yeah,
that's
it's been
something.
there. I
Yeah, that's
remember
amazing.
going to it as far back as like '99.
I think
Yeah.
that's out of the three of them in Bayonne right now. That's the worst one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
That's
always
the
the
That's
notorious
the
for
one
being
right
the worst
across the
one.
street from your house.
Yep.
The next
That's
one is
what has
11th
that-
Street.
That's when they have next. They have next to nothing.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty
This
much
is,
the
I think
one.
it's the only one that doesn't serve gas. No,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
11th Street
Yeah,
doesn't.
No, 11th Street
Oh,
doesn't
that's
either.
right. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is
Yeah.
the diner.
You guys want to know the best compliment I think JP ever got?
Ooh.
Shoot.
I don't know if you guys remember the show we did in Marist High School
2016.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Bayonne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm Before the Storm.
Danny broke his leg.
Bret Hart's ex-wife was there.
Oh.
She was actually at the show, and she went and told one of the guys that we worked with, the guy James. She said that she loved it because it reminded her of the old Stampede Wrestling territory.
Oh
Nice.
And I was like,
wow.
wow.
That
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm saying. I was like,
Wow.
that's like the best cosign ever. And she was like,
That's
yeah. She was like, oh, I loved it. She was like, yo, this reminds me of the old, Stu Hart Stampede era.
Damn.
And as a
that is-
kid, I loved watching that. I loved watching Bill Watts UWF and all that stuff because it was actually, like you said, no talking. It was just, I'm just gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah.
That's it.
See, that's why if you notice my background and you notice my shirt, I'm a big fan of Japanese wrestling, and that's what it mainly is. It's just the action.
No backstage skits. No, this is funny. Ha ha! I'm gonna hit you with a pie. No, I'm just gonna punch you in the face.
You're gonna punch in the face with a pie. There you go.
Yeah, punch you in the face with a pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll always say like I think Brain will always bring up that Danny
Danny
DeMano broke
almost
his
took
leg
him
on
and
that show.
RPM out.
Had
Yeah,
he
that
been a
was-
foot
that
to the
was-
left, he would have took me out.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. Because I remember as soon as it happened, the first thing I did was like lean over and I was like, "Danny, you okay?" He was like, "No," and I just froze.
Yeah, we all do. It was like it was
Yeah.
just. It was
That
shocked.
was-
Just
yeah.
shocked.
Yeah.
I think the only person who didn't freeze in that whole damn place that night was me.
Oh yeah, you went
What
straight
the
in
hell
there.
do? Up.
Oh, we switched.
We switched.
We just switched spots.
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
But yeah, no, those Jersey All Pro shows, I think were very underrated because they had some very good
heavily.
wrestling on that show.
Oh yeah, they definitely had some of the best wrestling around.
I still remember. I think it was a tag team match, and it was like the first time I saw like Arrow Boy and somebody else from AAA that I can't remember off the top of my head. He had like a
When they
demon.
fought EYFBO, you talking about?
Yes, I think so. It was on the
Yeah,
7th. It was the show after Calm Before Them Store.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good match. That was a really,
Yeah.
really good match.
and that was like a real big eye opener for Lucha for me, because at that time,
Yeah.
like anytime I watched Lucha, it was mostly through Botchamania, and like some stupid shit was gonna happen. And then like that's when I like found Airboy, and then anytime I checked out AAA, he's like jumping off of like the lights that are above the ring. He was doing some crazy shit, and I don't think I would have noticed him if it wasn't for Jersey All Pro.
Cool. Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of
A lot of
guys
people I could say
that
that for too.
never really noticed until you see them live at a Jersey All Pro show.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Larger
and I
than
think
life.
that's the big thing that's missing, especially now in Jersey, because of now that GCW has gone like national.
Global. They've
Yeah,
done-
hell,
Yeah, I saw that.
you could say global.
Bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've done
in
shows.
Japan.
Yep. And
Yeah,
in
yeah.
England,
Japan, Mexico, England, all of them, and
and
you
I
know,
think
much
they
love to that.
Over in Europe.
they have Germany coming up soon.
Oh shit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll get out there.
But yeah, so like New Jersey doesn't really have like especially like a major independent anymore.
Yeah.
And I think this is
Well,
especially today.
PWS is still around, correct?
No, they've been gone. They've been gone. I think longer than Jersey All Pro.
Yeah, but don't they do shows don't they do shows in Rahway? Because I know they go to Alaska a lot.
You're thinking of Wrestle Pro.
Oh, WrestlePro. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah,
Yeah.
WrestlePro is around. Yeah, they're around and they're doing their thing.
I mean, like, I'm talking about like exclusive to New Jersey, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because like
Okay,
Wrestle
gotcha.
Pro also does, like you said, Alaska, but then they also do New York as well.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have anybody like that's exclusively doing New Jersey and bringing in like top names from around the world into New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Somewhat local in Jersey that they can build up the local towns in New Jersey,
Yeah.
as well as bringing in big guys. You know,
Like you think about it, right? Jersey All Pro, like we mentioned earlier, like working with other promotions, like the magnitude. They worked with New Japan on New Japan's first ever shows inside the United States.
Yeah, the tour.
Like,
The tour that they did.
Yeah, that East Coast tour. That was their first ever promoted shows in the United States. And it wasn't Ring of Honor, wasn't TNA, wasn't even WWE. It was Jersey All Pro that helped that out. And what even was major about it was that it was the debut of the Intercontinental title, a major championship. Like, it became a major championship in New Japan.
See that now.
And it started in Jersey All Pro.
Yep. 2011.
Yep.
And then, 2011. Yeah.
That was a lot of guys like first like real big show in America.
As a matter of fact, Prince Devitt was on that show. Finn Balor.
Yes, I was about to bring up his name.
Yeah, Finn Balor was on that show.
I know Tanahashi was on that show as well.
MVP was on it.
Yes, was he with Jersey All Pro? Or was he with New Japan on that show?
At that time, it was New Japan. We didn't use him for JAP till like a couple of years later.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So he was with New Japan.
But yeah, no, especially like I like as good or as hard hitting as the like early days of Jersey All Pro were. I really love like those 06 to like 2010, 2011 because like Jersey All Pro was like, I'm going to say it, the East Coast version of PWG.
Thank you.
In terms of like, you had all of these major matches happening in Rahway, in, you know, Seaside Heights or whatever.
In Jersey City, Golden Door.
Jersey City, yep.
Yeah.
I still remember you guys tried one time at Knights of Columbus in Bayonne. After like they rebuilt it or something like that.
That was an all-female show.
Yes, it was an all-female show.
Yeah, the women's division, the Diamond division.
Yep.
That was a good show. I was at that show. That was good.
I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the best way I could like say is that Jersey All Pro was so forward thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, like and we have Frank to thank for that because Frank was he was a fucking genius, bro. He was like
Yeah.
the heart of the company, and he was always thinking, like no matter what, it was 24/7 thinking. It could be like he's sitting on the toilet wrestling. He's at work wrestling. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and it was just like, all right, cool, And that's why, like, when he, since he's gone, it wasn't the same. It was like, and I can tell that, like, the fans could tell that it's like, okay, this is JAP, but it's not the same because Frank's not here.
Yeah.
And it was like basically like if you guys, I don't know if you guys remember that show with John Ritter. He used to be like married, and he had like the little family.
Yeah.
And then when he passed, they still try to do. Yeah, they still try to do the show after he passed.
Yeah, no.
And it was like, okay, I understand, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's
and that's what it felt like.
The term jumping the shark.
I guess, yeah. I guess
in a way, I mean, usually that's usually reserved for more drastic measures, like more.
Yeah, or like kicking a dead horse type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more like I basically felt like what more could be done. It was like it was like you brought in Rey Mysterio. How do you top that? You bring in Alberto Del Rio. How do you top that? It basically became one of those situations.
I'll be honest with you right there. Bringing in Del Rio was probably one of the nails in the coffin.
Well, I mean, at the time, this was a lot of before we knew.
Before we found out, yeah. Before we knew what we knew.
Yeah.
No, his
So
whole attitude, his attitude that whole night, just proved how much of a dick he was.
Yeah.
You know what? I've heard different things from different people, and I mean, it's not to say that you guys are lying. I'm just saying, like, wow, okay, so he was one way with these people, and he was one way with these people. So I was like, oh, okay. Because, like I said, like for me, I have nothing bad to say about the man. The man was awesome. The man was awesome to me. He was all cool and everything. He was great. Whatever. But I heard that night there were people being like, "Oh man, this guy's a dick." And I was like, "Really?"
I went.
I'm like, okay.
I was working that show as the medic, and I walked by and I said hello to him, and I said hello to Paige, and he gave me a death stare.
He was protective of Paige.
Like, right through me, and if looks could kill, I'd have been 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing.
So I was like,
he had that mentality of like, you said something to his girl. Of course, he's gonna be like, ugh.
But I said hello to him first.
Don't matter.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Don't matter. Some of these guys don't matter. Trust me, I've had my share.
I understand. Okay. I understand people like him. He's a superstar. He doesn't think that people should be talking to him to begin with. But he's also got to understand he's there as part of the talent roster for the night. People are going to talk to him. He's there to sign autographs before his match. He's got to interact with the fans. Be on your best behavior for once in your life. Once in a while, you got to be on your best behavior. And right then and there, just proved how much of a dick he is.
Yeah.
So, and I think if I remember right, that was the same show. I had helped out with the autograph lines for both Matt Riddle and Keith Lee. Riddle wasn't
awesome.
Yeah, like he wasn't a bad dude. It was just like it was like dealing with somebody with ADHD. Like he was always like just like I remember it took 15 minutes for him to get to the line. Yeah. And I had to I went up to Mac and I was like, "Bro, do you know where Riddle is?" Nobody could find him. And then he just showed up out of nowhere. And yeah. And I remember I think he
teleported in.
He was working at the same time as Michael Elgin. Elgin was like so depressed, nobody was coming up to him. And he was just sitting there. I remember he was just sitting there.
Yeah. He didn't have a lot of people coming up to him.
No. And this is like in the height of his like New Japan run.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I said that. I
I-
was kind of surprised that you said that.
because you know
Yeah.
why? You're talking about Jersey people. How many people really follow New Japan Wrestling in New
New
Jersey
Japan,
aside
yeah.
from the cleaner?
But then again, at that time, mind you, we're not that far away from New York, so we're
Yeah.
still in the New York market,
Right, but
and
still,
like New Japan
wasn't
is
as
it was
big
starting to
back
get
then
it was starting to get
as it
big.
is now.
It was building up again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they were less than a year out from their first ever American show.
Mhm.
But I just remember what I want to talk about especially is like Keith Lee. I have nothing but amazing things to say with him because
Oh yeah,
like,
he was cool. He was a cool dude.
yeah, he was there on time, and after it,
He actually came from another show that night.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
he
he had a good match. He had a good match with
Yeah.
Black G's that night too.
Yes, he did.
That match was good.
And like the thing that I will always like remember is like he was the only one that actually like shook my hand, looked me in my eyes, and like thanked me and all that. And I was just like,
Oh, did he?
I felt, yeah, no, he treated me well, and I was so thankful for that.
Mhm.
And I will always be a fan of his.
And if I
cool.
remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure I do,
Hmm.
they had to shut down the other show because Keith Lee and his opponent broke the ring.
Did they?
How
Who was
come
the
that
opponent?
sounds familiar?
I forget who it was, but combined weight between the two of them was close to 700 pounds.
So
And
yeah,
It
it
could have
was
been
I
Shane
would
Taylor.
guess, and I don't. I want to guess, and I don't want to guess because I don't want to be like, I don't want to fat shame someone. But I was like, could it have been Ace Romero?
No, because I don't think AC
No,
was
Ace wasn't.
like with. He wasn't even with TNA yet. He wasn't like up there yet. My
Oh, okay.
first thing comes to mind is Shane Taylor because this is right after they broke up in ROH.
Oh, okay.
And I
It
don't
might
know
have
if
been
they were
him.
working a
It
feud.
might have been Shane, but
Okay.
they
Damn,
did
they
a
broke the ring.
suplex
Wow.
and broke about 6 or 8 boards.
Shit.
The ring was
Yeah,
bulging in spots and off kilter in others.
it wasn't like that, that WWE thing where it just collapses on itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the old gimmick, fall through
Yeah.
the thing, yeah.
They're
Well,
the
Well,
whole-
no, I mean
where
like the
legs
whole ring,
lay
like
out
yeah.
and the ropes fall apart and everything. No, they legit broke the boards under the mat.
There's been a couple
Damn.
times where I've seen like a rope break on like an independent show, and like
Yeah.
it wasn't a gimmick or anything.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's legit. That's wear and tear.
But,
This was
just a que-
legit wear and tear on the boards from all the pounding they take. And
Oh, yeah.
obviously somebody did not check them before they set up the ring.
And you know what? I bet you $20 it wasn't an actual like canvas. It was like that tarp material. Like like that material that is used on like tarps when you
Like
cover.
when you the paint, like when you're painting. And the
No.
stuff you put
Oh
on.
yeah. But more like
Yeah.
when you cover like your
Like a drop cloth.
your grill. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, sort of
Or like the
tarp.
tarp that they use on a baseball field.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So like it wasn't like the best like matte material.
I kind of want to see this whole this collapse now because I'm wondering if it's kind of like that. Oh, when it's just you see a hole in the ring, it's like, hello.
You know, you probably why you won't see it because it was probably on one of those promotions at the time
Yeah,
that
just-
was like they would get recorded and put it on DVD later. Because like this is like right at the start of like every promotion now can like stream their stuff on the internet. Because it was right in the middle of that internet independent boom.
I kind of wonder what would happen.
Okay, no, I stand corrected. It wasn't the actual mat that broke. He broke one of the ropes, but he broke
Yeah.
one of the supports for the rope because one of the supports on the rope broke.
The hook, right?
And yeah, and
Yeah.
he snapped one of the metal bars when he crashed through his opponent. He shoulder blocked his opponent. They went flying. They hit the ropes, and it broke one of the ropes. I found the video.
Okay.
And I
That is kinda
speaking
hardcore.
about yeah, speaking about coming from another show, I know Matt Riddle. I remember also like when we were finished with him, he asked us to like put together his like suitcase and all that. And I remember taking a picture with the PWG title, the tag title, because he had literally come the night before from a PWG show, and he won the tag titles. I forgot who his partner was, but I was like, bro, you literally took a show from LA to New Jersey the next day. That's insane. Some of these wrestlers, like the travel schedules they put themselves on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I see it as more of like they, he wanted to be a part of JAP, and like who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
It's like it has a rich lineage and a rich history, and it's like, yo, you want to book me? Shit, I'll run there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll run there. I live in Arizona. Don't worry about it. I'll run there to the building because
I
they have
think
a rich. Yeah.
All right.
I
I found the video.
I'm asking the question afterwards. So let's put the video up first.
Okay.
Ready?
Go.
Oh wow!
Corner.
Oh, is that?
Wow!
Go back. 2 more seconds. Come on, a little more. A little bit more. Whoa!
Right there.
Yeah.
See it?
Look at that. The bottom rope.
He wore. I
Wow.
remember he wore the same exact gear for PWG, and his opponent. I love that guy too. It's Andrew Everett. Love that dude.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Just a
Wow, they're lucky they didn't go through the. They're lucky they didn't go through the ropes out the ring.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And that's one of those White Eagle Beyond shows. Those fans are right there, right on top of the action.
Yeah,
because they have them all standing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Standing right at ringside too.
Yeah, I remember those.
Maybe they would have caught him.
Yeah, they probably would have. They probably would have caught him and like crowd surfed. Yeah, crowd surfed them.
Yeah, really.
That would have worked. Guys, I kind of wonder.
Getting back to some of the guys who come through Jersey All Pro.
I got one question.
I mean, like I said, it's literally a who's who of wrestling. Guys who are still with us, guys who are no longer with us. God rest their souls. Guys I would love to have seen, guys who I have seen. The New Age Outlaws. They came.
Oh yeah, they were awesome. Yeah, they were awesome in Jersey.
They put the only fucking beat down on the Southside Players Club. Crime Time.
Yeah. Oh, Crime Time were great. And rest in peace, Shad. Rest in peace, Shad.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder what would happen if this whole thing with if there were more clips available back then, than now. Like when you think about how wrestling was kind of evolving through, YouTube clips and social media and whatnot.
Yeah.
How much longer you think it would? How much more you think it would have exploded if they were more available back then?
Oh, you mean like in like the 90s, like the late 90s, like 97, 98, like that?
Yeah, like
you would have had all that, yeah. Oh, you would have had more shows. I mean, you guys see the IWTV, whatever the JAP has from 97, 98, 99, that's like 1/3 of what happened. It's like, I guess, whatever they put on VHS. But there's a lot more that didn't get recorded. And it's like, unless you find somebody with a fan cam, you're not going to find these things.
Yeah.
There's
like
one that
my brother wrestled Supernova in North Bergen.
That's Simon Dean, right?
Yeah, Simon Dean.
Yeah.
He wrestled Supernova, but you can't find a match. You can't find the match because nobody. It's like it got taped, but it's nowhere to be found.
Although I don't like
it's
the
not
guy.
like now where you could tape it off your phone. Like these days, you could just put up your phone and tape a clip. So if we had all this stuff back then we'd have everything.
Yeah. Although I don't like the guy,
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find CM Punk. He wrestled in 2002 in Charity Hall. I don't remember his opponent, but it was like I think it was a student show, and like he was towards the main.
That's kind of
every now and then. Every now and then the picture comes up on JAP on Facebook. Every now and then. Yeah,
and like I seen the clip, and I'm so thankful like somebody actually recorded the this was one of the recorded matches. It was Bryan Danielson and Low Key in Charity Hall, and like it's still crazy to think like one of the greatest professional wrestlers ever wrestled in my hometown.
Yep.
And I just wish I could have been there at that time.
See, kind of going back what Brain was saying about the people coming in and out.
Yeah.
About the New Age Outlaws, and now Clear's talking about Bryan Danielson. And it's like you have, and then Kane was talking about Supernova. You have all these people that I swear if there was more recordings back then and more clips and everything revealed, more records, I think it's like it probably wouldn't be much. It probably would have more guys showing up more.
You just reminded me of it was Charity Hall days. It was like really at the end, and it was a recorded promo, and I'm so mad that I can't find it now. It was the Briscoes doing a promo right outside Charity Hall, and then going into the bar right across the street. And I'm so mad I can't find that.
Beckers.
Yes. And I'm like so mad that I can't find that now because especially because
is that bar still there?
Oh, the bar's still there. Yeah.
Oh, Becker's is still there. Awesome.
Still there. Well, I don't know if it's Becker's, but it is a bar.
There's a bar there.
Cool,
I think it is an Irish bar.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I wish I could find that video because especially now that Jay's no longer with us.
He's no longer here. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace.
I was I'm a huge Briscoes fan. And
I love those guys.
I will love them forever. Yep. And it's insane to see them in my hometown. And that what you say with Brain, it was talking about all the different names that have come through Jersey All Pro, and to see how.
Listen, we even had Sid Vicious in Bayonne, but there's no tapes. Sid Vicious was in Bayonne. Doug Gilbert was in Bayonne. No tapes.
Doug Gilbert was Gilbert, right?
No, Doug Gilbert was Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert's brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Doug Gilbert, and it was kind of odd because it's like, wow, this guy's from Memphis, Tennessee, and he's in Bayonne, New Jersey. Yeah, this is rare. Yeah, and no tape. But Sid Vicious, Sid Vicious was in JAP, no tape.
Yep.
Which is sad. It's really damn.
That's why, I was so grateful to go to those two final Bayonne shows, 2016. Because especially you see the talent. I remember Deonna Purrazzo. She had a match at the Mirror show, and then here she is last Wednesday night.
AEW now. Yep.
Yeah, getting the biggest reaction. Of the
congrats
night.
to her. Congrats to her.
I was so happy for her. I was in the crowd too, and I was not expecting her to come out. Yeah.
Nice. I was a total surprise.
It's not Becker's anymore.
No, what is it?
Chubby's.
Chubby's?
Okay. It's Irish, right though?
That could be Irish Chubby.
37th and Broadway, right across the street from Charity Hall.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
Because I'm looking at it on Google Maps right now.
Weird.
Awesome.
Weird because it says also there was also one called Refinery on the same location. Multiple.
It's probably changed multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that happens to a lot of bars in Bayonne. They'll just change names. Yeah.
Yeah, under new management type stuff.
Under new management.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Chubby's closes at midnight, and the refinery closes at 2 a.m.
Really?
That is so weird.
You know what's weird though? Becker's
Yeah.
used to stay open past midnight. Because by the time we used to get out of JP, it was at least 11 something.
Yeah.
And we
Oh,
go there, and I remember it would be like closing time, and it'd be like, I want to say at least 1, 2 a.m. And it would be the old, you don't have to go home, but you got to get out of here. So that's kind of weird. Yeah. So that's kind of weird that they close at midnight.
You gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
But you can't stay here.
I know a lot of it happened because of COVID, but still,
Yeah, I guess. I know you guys remember about the mayor, right? Joseph Doria.
Oh,
And all
Yeah.
that bullshit. Yeah, but you know what though? In all honesty, I kind of wear that like a badge of honor because I'm like, yo, it was like good press, bad press. No, yeah, it was good press, bad press. As long as they were talking about us.
Yep.
I mean, I was like, it's funny because what wound up happening with him, because I know you heard what happened with him, right? Where he was taking bribes later on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, you know what? Karma. That's karma.
I was saying karma, bitch.
That's karma for being an asshole. But you know what? It got us. Look, we were in every Jersey newspaper. We were on the news all the time.
Yeah.
But you know what? It also, I think after a while, that was a blessing for us because, we had to change up the style, and then we had to make it more of, okay, you know what? We're gonna still do the hardcore, but not as much. But now it's gonna be more technical. And then you started getting people like AJ Styles and all these people coming to JAP. So that's why I think it was like a blessing for us.
Saw at a Jersey All Pro show
Yeah.
was AJ Styles versus Matt Seidel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep.
And if
That match was awesome.
I'm not mistaken, I believe that was the Fat Frank Memorial show.
Oh.
It might have been.
Possibly. Man.
Because if I remember it, I think that was the show before the Return to Bayonne, which was like the second show after I think he passed.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Man.
But yeah, I still remember
Here we
that
are.
like those 2014, 2015 Jersey All Pro shows had some very big names on it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I enjoyed every time we had Jerry the King Lawler for Jersey All Pro. The one show where he wrestled Nick Gage in Jersey City. That was a good match too.
Wait.
You didn't know that? You didn't know that Jerry Lawler wrestled Nick Gage, bro? You didn't know that?
I remember
I
hearing
did
about
not
that.
know that.
I didn't see the match. I wasn't at that show, but I did remember hearing about it.
I knew Jerry Lawler has competed for Jersey All Pro against
Nick
Nick
Gage.
Gage. I got to see this. I got to see this.
See, I think it's on the video because it's also the same show where Asriel wrestled the Hurricane.
Okay.
So it was also that same show. Yeah, it was like 2011.
Yeah, no, some of those shows had some very.
I
good
think it's on DVD.
Oh, then I gotta look it up.
Oh,
yeah, I gotta look it up.
Got it.
Cleaner.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this one?
Shoot.
Not only was Jerry Lawler fighting Nick Gage in Jersey All Pro.
Oh, you got the card up? You got it? Okay, cool.
No.
I got the video too.
I got something else. I got the history of the heavyweight championship. Jerry Lawler was Jersey All Pro champion.
Oh yeah. So was Al Snow.
Al Snow, yep. So was Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised.
And of course, one of your all-time favorites, Cleaner.
Kenny Omega.
Yes, indeed. And one of my all-time favorites.
Oh, sorry,
Brody
just
Lee.
came up.
Yes.
Yep. Rest in peace, Brody.
Yeah. And
Yeah, this was the
I saw
final. The
him.
final match.
I last saw Brody at the Collective in 2019
Okay.
when WrestleMania came back to the Meadowlands, and GCW was doing that whole collection of 11 shows in 3 days.
Okay.
He was at that. He was at one of the shows.
Is that Necro Butcher?
Yeah, they used to be part of. They used to be part of the Hillbilly Wrecking Crew. It was Necro Butcher, Brody Lee, and the Briscoes.
I'm gonna get right here.
Yeah.
That's because that was the end of the match. It was 2010, and then
Oh, was it 2010? I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I was
that's
saying
right,
2000.
Oh
Wait a
no,
minute.
that's Brody.
Wait a minute. I may have actually been at that show. That was at Golden.
Yeah, it was in
Door
Jersey
Charter
City.
School.
Yes, yes. Also, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was off a year. My bad. I thought it was 2011. It was 2010. Yeah, it was a good match.
And of
Really
course,
good.
hold him there, and that patented pile driver, Jerry Lawler's.
Yep.
Yeah, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Lawler was awesome.
You know what's insane is that you could see Brody Lee developing a lot of that Luke Harper character, especially in
Oh,
the
you knew
Jersey All Star show.
yeah, you knew he was going to be big. You definitely
Yeah.
knew he was going to be big.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Because I know at the time
Because he had it. He had charisma. He had charisma. He had that it factor. He had the talent.
Yeah.
He was a complete package.
And he was starting to get hot. Like he was working all of those shows. Like I think he was working Dragon Gate shows. I know he was definitely working Ring of Honor. I've seen Ring of Honor shows from that era, and he's like right center, right in the middle of it. Yeah.
Wow.
I wish. You know what's heartbreaking? The date he was supposed to make his AEW debut, that he eventually did make his AEW debut, was the first show like moved because of COVID.
Yeah.
And that show was originally supposed to take place from his hometown of Rochester. He was going to make his AEW debut in his hometown.
In his own hometown, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
That is awesome.
And then next week was supposed to be the original Blood and Guts in the Prudential Center that I was supposed to go to.
Right.
And then we never got Blood and Guts back.
Yeah, sad. Crazy shit, man.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some good times. Some good memories of Jersey All Pro.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I think Frank's got one.
Just the vibe from the crowd. You know, you could walk into
best crowd ever. Best crowd ever.
Be there, walk in 5 minutes after the first match starts, and as you're walking through the doors of whatever building they're in, you feel it in your chest. You feel the vibrations of the crowd from the cheers and the screaming, because Jersey All Pro fans were some of the loudest motherfuckers on the planet.
Yeah.
They will show you how much they love you, and they sure as hell will show you how much they hate you.
Yep. They were like family. They were like family.
Oh yeah. And hell, there were times fights broke out in the crowd. That was sometimes
my God.
in the matches.
Oh my God.
I've seen a couple of times where fights have broken out in the crowd.
In Rahway, yep. In Rahway, yep.
City. I saw it happen in Jersey City.
Oh shit. Well, Jersey, I'm not surprised.
But
there was a couple in Rahway as well.
Oh yeah, of course there were. One of the best ones was during the CZW invasion angle, when Nick Gage and Nate Hatred invaded, when the Garden State Gods were taking on the Hillbilly Wrecking Crew.
Mm-hmm.
The Hate Club comes in, starts beating the hell out of them, and Mike Quest blew out his knee during that whole thing.
Ooh. Shit.
Because I was at that show.
Right.
Yeah.
and I ended up helping him for a few minutes, getting him to the back and everything. And I looked at his knee. I said, "Dude, you blew your knee out." I didn't even have to. I didn't even have to touch him. I just see it.
Damn, you know.
And like the last one of the last shows, the 20th anniversary show. Another good one was the match between Sumi Sakai and Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, I know where you're gonna go with that one. Yeah, the her nose, right? Yeah.
Is it chin or her cheek?
Her cheek, right under her left eye.
Yeah, like by her, her face.
Yeah, that was a good cut. And I told her, listen, you're gonna need stitches. It's as simple as that. She's like, I got this, I got that, and the other thing. I'm like, listen, I know the hospitals around here. 99% of them are really good, and the doctors there, they'll stitch you up, and you'll be back here in 2 hours. You'll be back here before the main events to watch the main event. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
She looked at me and says, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guarantee it. You're the first match. It's only 7:30. Main event's not going on until 10:30. You'll be back." And she says, how many stitches do you think I'm going to need? I looked at her and said, "You're going to catch at least 6. At least 6 stitches." She's like, "Oh boy." So she goes to the hospital. Sumi actually went with her because she cut her chin. But they glued Sumi. They did the super glue on Sumi, but they had to stitch Deonna.
Yeah.
And she comes back about 2 hours later. I'm talking to one of the guys. I think I was talking to Homicide about something. And she tapped me on the shoulder. I turned around and there she is. She's like, "Oh, hi, I'm back."
All stitched up.
Ready to go. I looked at her and says, "Okay, how many?" She says, she kind of hung her head. She's like, "Come on, how many?" 6. I knew it. She's like, "How do you know? How do you know how many stitches somebody's going to catch when they get cut?" I said, "Sweetheart, I've been doing EMS for, at that point, 16 years.
Okay.
So, yeah, I knew." No, I'm sorry. She says 19 years.
Oh, okay, so you're almost there. It's 2 decades strong now.
Yeah.
Congrats.
This coming April 1st. Yes, I said it. April 1st. Will be my 25th anniversary with the Hoboken Volunteer Ambulance Corps.
Congrats, bro.
Yeah. I joined on April Fool's Day, 1999. Rode my first shift April 3rd. And my very first call was a cardiac arrest.
Go figure.
My partners looked at me and said, "You are a fucking black cloud."
Yeah.
But I mean, all the time, all the shows I'd gone to at Jersey All Pro, 99% of the guys who have come through Jersey All Pro, they were awesome with the fans. They were awesome with the people working in the back, working in the front. You know, because they understood that these people are there. Some of them are there on their own time, not making any money, but they're there for the love of wrestling.
Yeah.
So they're very appreciative of them being there. But then again, you got
I would put like I said, I would put the JAP locker room, bar none, can't be compared because everybody was like a family. Everybody wanted to see JAP elevate. There was no egos. There was no, why I got to put this guy over? Oh man, why I got to do this? It was like, I might have had a few headaches booking back then, but I would say I enjoyed myself.
Didn't have a headache once in a while.
Yeah, what Booker didn't have to deal with a headache or had to deal with someone, but like I would say,
fuck ego.
I would say like 90% of the time I was happy to be there. The other 10 I was like, oh, okay. Because like you said, you get your good days, you get your bad days.
I got a question.
Good.
Which pick a match, like okay, so you were the booker.
I would say from 19. I'll tell you what year, so maybe it'll be easier for you. From 97 to 2000, and then from 2012 to about 2016.
Okay.
Oh.
What what match made you go, holy shit, I can't believe I'm about to book this?
Like I said, I mean, Loki and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Loki and Rey Mysterio, because it was like Frank because that was like months in advance before Frank had even passed, and we were talking to Frank, we would talk with Jeff, we'd all go back and forth, and then like everybody was spitballing ideas, and then it was decided on Rey Mysterio. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna be booking Rey Mysterio versus Loki. I'm part of this booking committee. So for me, that was my holy shit. My second holy shit was would be Sam Callahan and Alberto Del Rio, which was like, oh shit.
Yes. I remember that show. Yeah.
Because like I said, I love me some Sammy Callahan. Love that guy.
Yeah,
Well,
I love
Sammy's
that too.
awesome to work with. He's a great talent, and he never forgets where he came from.
Yep.
That's one of the best things.
I'm the same way. I always tell him all the time. I go, dude, I love you because you have no ego, and you remember us little people. And he always laughs, and he's like, come on, man. And I was like, no, I said, because there's people I've known in this business that are like, they get that attitude where it's like, step away, peasant. And I'm like, really? Wow, okay. But Homicide, nope, humble. Homicide, humble.
Because I remember Sammy Callahan. I went to a show back in August, and it was at the ECW arena, and it was like his first time working there in like at least a good 6-7 years, and he just talked about how that place was special for him. Yeah. It was like his home, and like a very good thank you speech, and it was like, man, this guy's very humble, all the time. You just appreciate that about him.
Oh, definitely.
He's a great guy. I would have loved to have seen him done a lot more in NXT.
Yeah, there's so many people that would agree with you, but then again, if it doesn't go down that way, you don't get to see him more in the indies, and especially what he's done in Impact.
I enjoyed his stuff in Impact. I enjoyed his stuff there.
Well, you know what? I should say
all the Ohio Valley. What was it? Ohio over everything. I loved all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, with the Chris brothers, I loved all that stuff.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then I
get your point.
It was not that long ago. He was, I think it was like a Monsters Ball he had with, I think, Moose.
Okay.
He had a Monsters Ball with somebody, but yet, no, I think it might have been Eddie Edwards. But point is, it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Man. I almost want to say what match made you go, holy shit, why am I booking this in a bad way? Like, oh,
well, I'll give you that too. I once booked my brother in a tag match. It was like I gave my brother a gimmick where they were supposed to be like a boy band, and on paper I thought it was going to be good. And the guys that I gave the gimmick to were awesome. Was awesome because Grandmaster B, I love Grandmaster B. I love Anthony. And my brother, they were both good singles workers. They were both good tag workers. But in my head, I was like, you know what, this might work. They're gonna be called 69 Degrees. And then when it came out, I was like, what the fuck, man? This is fucking awful. And then I even apologized to him. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I am truly sorry because this is the fucking worst thing ever. And then people were asking me, yo, are you mad at your brother? I'm like, no. I'm not mad at him. Because that's what it seemed like. It's like, yo, you booked him in this shit. What the fuck did he do to you? I'm like, nothing.
I'm surprised he didn't go to you and be like, yo, he didn't show you like a clip of 3 count and be like, yo, it didn't work there.
Well, that's what I was it was kind of like, because I saw like that, and I saw, Trent Acid and Johnny Cashmere, the Backseat Boys, and I was like, this stuff's kind of cool. So I said, you know what? Let me try to do my version of this shit. But like I said, it's, just because you think it's good on paper doesn't mean it's good. It sucked.
Yeah.
You know what? I take the blame for that 100%. it fucking blew.
Okay. All right. I got a couple of questions for you, Kane.
Mhm.
First off, what singles wrestler would you have loved to have booked for a Jersey All Pro show?
Ooh.
Can it be like past president or whatever?
Past or
Anyway.
present?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
What singles wrestler would I have loved to book? I would have loved to got D'Lo Brown on a JP show.
That's a good one. I could deal.
Yeah,
I could
because I
deal
was,
with that.
I was a big fan of D'Lo Brown.
Mm.
So, off the top of
Before
my
or
head,
after
yeah, because
domination?
matter of fact, during the Nation of Domination, because that's when he was
During.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
because that's when he was hot. You know,
Okay.
because everything else afterwards was kind of like low down and all that other stuff, and it was like, nah, I would have took him in his Nation days.
Mhm.
Nice. All right.
Mhm.
Now, what tag team would you have loved to have booked for Jersey All Pro?
Steiner Brothers, 100%, without a doubt. Steiner Brothers.
Nice.
So is it the Michigan
Is-
era or is it the Big Papa Pumper era? Scott Steiner?
The Michigan
Oh,
era,
I'm
because
sorry.
I would have loved to see him versus rest in peace, Russ and Charlie Haas. I would have loved to see.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, that would
God,
have been
that was-
sick.
Mhm.
That was
then
a
again,
front runner.
I would have like if I could book Scott Steiner, it'd just be a 30-minute Big Papa Pump promo.
Oh, he would just talk about his math,
Yeah,
Steiner
whatever.
math.
I would
Steiner
just
math.
say do whatever the hell you want. I do not care.
Mhm. Mhm.
He
But
probably
yeah,
did.
the Steiners.
Nice. Hey,
There's
Cleaner,
a female talent.
who's somebody that you would have booked if you were a book for Jersey All Pro?
Oh, okay. Two guys who did compete in Jersey All Pro, but probably never faced off against each other. And it's a shame they never faced off against each other in AEW. I would do Bryan Danielson versus Jonathan Gresham.
Okay.
Nice. I like that one.
Yep.
And it would be, you know what? I'd say, okay, you two think you're the best technical wrestlers in the world. We're going to do a 30-minute pure match.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes?
30
I'd have gone
minutes.
60.
I was gonna say I was with 60 because 30 minutes just seems too short.
Well, because pure matches are usually like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
granted.
Yeah, we just double the time.
Okay.
Yeah. 60
Dollar
like
bill.
Iron Man stuff. Don't ask.
That's
It's hard to say because the amount of talent came in and out, and there was a time when I was falling off I wasn't really catching up with wrestling, so it's really hard to say. So,
Okay.
I'm just looking at your answers more honestly.
You ready for my dream match in Jersey All Pro?
Good. Shoot.
This is straight out of NWA.
Okay.
Midnight Express
Okay.
against the Rock and Roll Express.
Midnight's
feel like
meaning who? Dennis Condrey or Stan Lane?
Yeah, which
Stan
one?
Lane.
Stan Lane.
and
Okay.
Bobby.
Okay.
Now, why in Jersey All Pro, not like anywhere else? Because didn't they wrestle everywhere else?
I feel like, yeah.
Exactly. That's
they-
why. Because
Because it would have been a different audience.
yeah,
True.
It would have been a Jersey audience.
And
Yeah, and
this is more
especially
of us
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have not seen their other work.
Yeah.
We introduced them to the work. I see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
some people would have seen them because of their time in WCW.
Well, also the UHF they were watching in NWA matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would have been an absolute dream tag team match in Jersey All Pro.
Oh yeah, and I think the fans would have took to him. The fans would have they would have loved him. They would have took to him.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
They got some good stuff.
Mhm.
The Road Warriors? I'm trying to think now. Could have been interesting. It would have been interesting to get like because I don't know, like for some reason I was also thinking of the Steiners, but like with Papa Pump and like when they were like more bulkier against Hit Squad, that would have been interesting.
I mean, you know what's one
Yep.
match that ECW booked? I think it was either 97 or 98 that it doesn't matter if it was like ECW, Jersey All Pro, whatever, that I wish we could have got here in the States specifically.
Oh,
I think I brought it up on the podcast before. Mizawa versus Kenta Kobashi for the All Japan Triple Crown title.
in the States though, that's the
In the States.
In the States.
Yes, because Paul Heyman almost booked that for it was
ECW,
one of their one of their big
Oh.
pay-per-views, and he couldn't get it, and then that's when what's his name? Great Scott, no, not Great Sasuke, Hayabusa came over.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that match was only booked, like Hayabusa only came over because he couldn't get Kobashi versus Mizawa. Like,
Yeah.
imagine that in the United States.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That would be a great intro.
Yeah. Like, imagine, you're going to the ECW arena and you're about to get the greatest match in Japanese wrestling.
And you don't know the guys, but
You don't know them.
But that's the thing; their presence was enough.
Well, no. If it's the ECW crowd, they would have known them because the ECW was very big into tape trading back then.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even then,
definitely.
it's like, even though they may be in tape trading, you still have to remember it's like what percentage. I mean, I wouldn't say all of them. I'd still say a lot.
I would have said, I would have said it would have been higher than, like, a higher percentage than in the WWF or WCW, or maybe even Jersey All Pro. Because the ECW was much more of a smarkier crowd.
I thought that was just more insane.
Yeah. Okay. We're speaking about like different independent promotions. What's like one of the what's one venue that you can't believe you were able to put a show on at?
Oh yeah,
and what's one venue you wish you could have been like put a show on at?
Good one.
For me, it would have been the ECW arena, because like I was like, because it was ECW arena. What more could you say? And I was like, oh shit,
That's
we're here.
Pre-renovation, right?
Yeah. Because you got to remember that's like 2000.
Yeah.
So it's like that's like 2000.
That's right as like
that's around the time. That's around the time when that's around the time when like XPW was fighting to get in there and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. And Combat Zone was trying to keep them out of there, and all these other companies that want them in there. So it was around that time. So when we got in there, I was like, okay, this is awesome. And what's one place I would have loved? The Manhattan Center.
Okay. Manhattan Center or Hammerstein Ballroom? Because Manhattan Center is like where like the first couple episodes of Monday Night Raw was. That small little
that's what I'm talking about. Talking about that building. Yeah,
and
that
then
place.
you have the Hammerstein venue, which is where like ECW ran, ROH ran.
I'm talking about. Yeah, no, you're right. The first one, where the first Monday Night Raw is with the kid and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That place I would have loved to run a JAP show.
That's upstairs. That's above the Hammerstein. Because the Hammerstein's actually pretty big. It's like 3 levels.
Yeah.
And then imagine above that you have the Manhattan Center.
Okay.
But I like being there at that venue. I prefer like the Hammerstein Ballroom. I love that one because it's very big and it's like spacious. You could fit like way more people in there. But the Manhattan Center is just as special.
No, the reason I like those first Monday Night Raws was because the fans were so close. They were like up close. Yeah. So I was like, I like this. Yeah, I was like, I like that. I like that feeling. It was kind of like when they used to do the Shotgun Saturday nights, where the fans were like right so close.
So, are we talking about like the ones that they would do at gyms, or like when they would just show up to like a random ass restaurant in New York City?
For sure.
The ones that I guess the ones that would be like the restaurants, right? They used to do.
Because
did they used to do them in their own restaurant that they had there?
They did like a restaurant one time. Yeah. They did.
I'm talking about those shows.
Union Station or Penn Station, but they did a show there.
Yeah, it was Penn Station. It was Penn Station.
They did a show at a strip club.
I believe that.
Yeah, and because like mind you, Shotgun Saturday Night, even though it's widely available now, it was a show that was only really airing on the New York metro market on Channel 55.
Yeah, at night.
wow.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah, it was like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I remember that the WWE store in the city. I went to one
Mm-hmm.
show there once. I went to a Raw show there
Okay.
once.
I've never been to Raw in like Madison Square Garden. I've either been to it in like Jersey or Brooklyn.
Mm.
The only show that I've ever been to Madison Square Garden of any kind was Supercard or G1 Supercard, Ring of Honor, New Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was insane because it
mhm.
was like the only time in the last like 65 years that a company other than WWE ran there.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah,
That would've
no,
been some-
that would have been a wonderful show at the Manhattan Center. Where was Jersey
Oh,
All
yeah.
Pro's like New York stop?
What was the New Japan show?
Well,
No,
any Jersey All Pro show. Like if they ran New York, where would it be?
was it
Like where would I
Elks?
have liked to run?
Has Jersey All Pro run New York?
No.
No, never.
Wow, I thought they would at least do one show, considering like how close it is.
No.
Yeah, you know what? But
That was-
New York had their own companies. They had their own companies.
Yeah,
They,
true.
you know, you didn't want to step on nobody's toes or stuff like that. But I'm sure
Oh wow.
we could have done so. I'm sure we could have worked with somebody and said, all right, hey, you know, bring a couple of your matches on this show. We'll do it like that. But it was basically
Yeah.
like, no, you know, we didn't want to step on nobody's toes.
Okay.
You know, it was like, yeah, you're
That
New
makes
York.
sense.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to do the Elks Lodge. Like I would have loved to at least gone to the Elks Lodge at least.
Yes,
That would've been
I
kinda
know that
cool.
one because that's an ECW arena too, or ECW venue.
Man.
That was in
Yep.
Queens or Brooklyn.
Queens. I think it was Queens.
Queens, I believe.
It's Queens.
Yeah,
Okay.
Queens Boulevard, right? I think it was. Yeah, near 60 something.
Yeah.
Near the mall. But man, Jersey All Pro hosting the show at Madison Square Garden. Guys, dang, that would have been such an insanity.
That would have been sick. That would have been sick.
That would have been sick.
Even if it's just like the Chase Theater. I don't know what the hell the theater is
I don't know what it's
called.
called anymore. I just call it the Garden. I don't know what the
The
hell.
theater at
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think they use that anymore.
No, I don't think.
No,
anybody
they do.
uses it. Who does it? Wait, WB.
No,
What?
in general.
The last time I know a wrestling show was there was AAA, not that long ago. But they use it for boxing sometimes. But it's pretty
Right.
much it's like concerts and shit. Because I remember when I went to Baby Metal back in September, they were doing a hip hop concert there, like a hip hop celebration.
Oh, the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm like, wow, this is insane. Like, there's a huge rock concert and a hip hop concert like a block away from each other.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. I probably would have went to the hip hop concert if it wasn't for Baby Metal.
No, go back and forth both of them. It's like frequent.
Oh no. If it's Baby Metal, they get my full attention.
Amen to that, brother.
I got to say this, guys. This has been an absolutely banger of a show.
This has been.
Oh, and I thank you guys for having me. I loved it. I love being on here. And I look forward to coming back whenever you guys want to have me.
Oh, definitely.
brother.
You know
Definitely.
what? I mean, what we can do is we get a Jersey All Pro show, and we can do a watch along, and like
Oh,
you
that'd
get
be
that,
even
you know
Better.
that.
We gotta get somebody like
yeah, I'd love that.
reunion.
Backstage.
Reunion. That's it.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, brain.
Maybe next time we can get Magic involved on the show.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I would definitely love that.
Oh God, that would be.
I love
such
me
an
some
awesome
Magic,
show.
bro. 100%. Magic,
Yeah,
honestly, has been a big help to me and Chino. Like I can't say enough good things about that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that guy will give you the shirt off his back, bro. Like
Oh yeah,
Yep.
he was.
And like
killer.
the stuff he's doing with Funhouse, you know, I'm loving that. I'm loving that stuff he's doing with his Funhouse wrestling. And like, I just wish him the best. You know, lots, like, you know, years of success with that.
Yep.
Success.
You know, and he's,
Love,
and he's still
peace.
going strong, which is, I love that he's still going strong. You know, decades later, I love that.
Yep.
No, I love that.
Not quite stepping through the ropes as much anymore, but he's still.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah,
banging
he's
it out.
still, like I said, he's, you know, he's still, like I said, he's still having the matches out there. He's still having
Yeah.
some good matches, and you know, he's not pulling a Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, so you know, so
I think he has a little more sense than Ric Flair.
No,
you know, and I
too
love
many
me some
hits
Ric
for
Flair
him.
too, man. But you know, it's like
that was like he had the perfect opportunity to go out, and he decided to keep on going.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
So.
But yeah, like I said, thanks for having me, guys. You know, I appreciate it. And
Yeah, no problem.
hey, when will this be up for like to watch?
Thursday.
Because I want to
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, because I'm gonna give my son. Yeah, I'm gonna send my son the link.
Okay.
Yep.
Send my son the link.
Do
Okay.
that.
Hey,
Yeah.
just hang
Yeah,
out
well,
for a little
thanks.
while, just so we know that your part uploaded to the system.
Yeah.
So hang
Okay,
out.
not a problem. No, I'll be here. I'll be
All
here.
right. Take us away, Brain.
All right, gentlemen. As always, a great show. And until next week, too sweet.
Thank you for having me, guys. Love you guys.
Love you too,
You too,
brother.
man. Thank you
Me
so
too.
much.
All right. Thank you.